Hey YouTubers, it's Mario Cosby coming at you with the final build for the Foose Camaro. Um, it's a pretty good build. I enjoyed it. Of course, I normally do my what I normally do to them. So without any delay, let's take a look at her. And there she is. I got her on the Lazy Susan here. Let's just take a walk around her. Give you a shot of the whole thing. And there you have it. So what I wanted to give you the updates and show you what we did here. One is it's painted in black, and it's got this special FX glitter on here. It's more like a flip-flop paint or rainbow paint with the clear. So it's there's three bases on. Well, there's one base, then you got the glitter, then you got the clear. So it's 3 stages. And what I did was, okay, I don't know if you can see the spoiler there. Yeah, if you look to your right, probably your left, my right, you can see it down in here and in this area here. And the other thing I did was off my photo etch sheet there was the bow tie. So I just made up a black background and then glued it in the center, and then put the tag emblem. I mean, not tag, the tag holder emblem on there that says 69 Camaro. There you have it. Also, the grill is from Shedway. Doesn't come painted or anything. It's printed. It's a 3D printed grill that's made for the Camaro. So I just did the fill-in with the bare metal foil and painted in the Z28 emblem. Now the 28 is supposed to be white, but I wanted it silver. My model. Now the other upgrades I did to this thing would be the wheel and disc brake package. As you can see, there's the disc brakes in there, or the rotor. They're crossed and drilled, I believe, in the back also. Well, you can see that. Put a little light on it without it glaring all up on us. So there you have it. What I did with the wheel package is that this model used to be the, if you go back in my archives, there's a red Camaro that I built that I made into a Pro Tourer. But what I did was I had the wheels off on the right side of the model, showing you the calipers and rotors and things like that, all the intricate work that I did there. What I had was I bought from Scale Motorsports. At that time, we're talking 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. They had a wheel and photo etch parts for the Mustang, the Revell Mustang GT 112 with some carbon fiber, and that's what I incorporated into the Camaro. I used the wheels. They were thrush wheels, if I remember correctly. Yes, they were thrush wheels. I could have put them back on the car, but I just didn't like the way they looked. You know, I really didn't. So what I did was take the Mustang wheels and incorporated them into the Camaro. And then what I did on the front wheel, since the Camaro wheels or the Foose wheels are staggered, meaning you got smaller in the front, larger in the back. So what I did was take the front wheels, and they fitted on here perfectly, and I mounted them on the Mustang wheels. Now, if you look, you see it's got the stance that I was looking for. Plus, you know, it helped when I fitted the wheel in there. And yes, all the suspension's there. Everything's in place. Everything's in order. As you can see, I'll show you the mirror. See it? And didn't take away from anything. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. Also, I used the roll bar came from Shadeweight also. That's made for the Camaro. But I think this roll bar is made for the frame that they make. They make a tubular frame that you can build into a drag car. And you just use your body for it, if I'm correct. Not sure if I'm correct or not. But I incorporated it in it. It worked out real well. It's got a 4-point harness here. It's 4-point. And the passenger is 2-point. You see? So, also the gauges there on the console, center console, are photo etched. The face of the gauge is photo etched. Also, I incorporated the mirrors from the Mustang. It gave it a pretty nice look than the standard chrome mirror that comes on it, just the one mirror. Also, I didn't incorporate the antenna. I don't think it looked right, even though I do have it. I mean, you know, I'm still playing with the notion of putting this thing in here. You know, putting it right on there. I don't know. I'm still playing with the notion of it. Now, what I want to do, I want to black out. As you can see, the back is blacked out. I wanted it that way, just to give it a sinister look. I didn't paint in the lines around the light at all, just to give it that sinister look. Also, I incorporate electric fuel pump. Now, well, you can see that there. I just wanted to show you the lines. And there's the pump. You know, photo etch emblems in the back here. So let's get to the engine. And again, this bar that's down here, it is a traction control bar, but it was made for the monoleaf spring, because the monoleaf spring, when you burn out or punched it, it had the tendency to roll. The whole rear will roll up, and it had a tendency to snap the leaf spring when it did that. Even though there was in the center, up on the frame, in the center, not on the frame but on the body, the underside of the chassis, there was a bumper stop for the diff that was maybe a couple of inches away from it. But if you happen to take that bumper stop out of there, and you punched it or did a burnout and this thing hooked, forget it. You snapped that rear right out. You ripped it right out. You're done. But anyway, that's what that bar was designed to do. It was just a traction bar and an what we call an anti-roll, or anti. That's another name for it. Just another name for it. I forgot. I can't. It's not coming to my head right now. Anti-sag or something like that. There was a name for that bar, but I incorporated it into the system. I think it looks pretty good. Also, what I did, if you look, I got the downpipe for the exhaust instead of coming out the back, because I never did like the way they looked. So what I did, I cut it off, got my heat gun, and bent the pipe the way I wanted it, and then put the chrome tip ends on there. And there you go. It turned out really well. On the stock, you can see there's the stock exhaust system there. So let's get to the engine, and we'll show you what we did with that. Now, there we go. So now what I did here was I did my usual work, you know, Added the braided heater hoses. It's got AC lines. Right in here is your power steering lines. Then it's got the fuel injection. Now, it's a funny thing. You know, what I did was I used the cross ram manifold that came with the kit, and I incorporated this system here is a mechanical fuel injection system that I incorporated from a Formula One car, and man, it just worked perfectly. It's staggered like that, but it fits right on the manifold perfectly. So that worked out real well. This line here is your fuel line coming into the pump. Now, what I did was I had an LS1, a 1/12 scale LS1 engine that I was going to incorporate into here, but what had happened was it was too wide, and it hit it against the control arms. So what I did was take the heads off the LS1 and incorporated them onto the short block along with these covers which cover the coil packs, because this got individual coil packs on that engine. LS1, 2, 3, and all of them do it now. And I wanted to use the newer cars, the newer engines don't come with the covers. So what I did was just painted the covers gloss black and put a clear coat on them and put a little Chevrolet photo etch emblem inlaid in there. So it worked out real well and it looks really nice. You can see the spark plugs, the orange spark plug wires. They got boots on them. The other thing I incorporated into the model was the radiator, the electric fan, and the radiator. And in there is a cooling recovery bottle right here, right there. All came from the Ford GT500. The other thing I incorporated from was the alternator. I mean, this is the AC compressor. Down in here is your alternator right there. And this is your power steering pump. What I did was I incorporated them into the engine. Then I took a rubber band, because this is a rubber band right here. And at various different points on the pulleys, I would tack glue it on once I got it where I wanted it, and then I would cut it to length and then join them on the bottom pulley where you can't see it, basically, and then painted it. This is a mixture of flat black and semi-gloss black. I put a couple of drops of semi-gloss into flat black, mixed it up, and just painted the belt the color I liked it to be. I don't like flat black on belts. It just don't look right. So in real life, belts are not flat black. So I wanted to try to get it as realistic as possible. So there you have it, YouTubers. I'm going to put the those are the hinges for the hood. So I'm going to paint them and put them on, and the hood will stay open on this at that point. So in the meantime, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and the little tutorial. Any questions? Anyone want to know how I did things, or what I did, or how, what was it difficult to build? Well, it took me 3 months. I started this in October. Here it is January. I just finished it. Actually, I just finished it this morning. Today's my day off, so I finished little touch-ups here and there. Like I had to put the spoiler on, and what else? Oh, the back bumper I had to put on, So, yeah, it worked out real well. So I thank all my subscribers and all those that come by, all my well-wishers, and those that take a look at the Camaro. I hope you guys enjoy it, and maybe give you an incentive to build a 1/12 if you guys are not. Don't be intimidated. Actually, you can do more with the 1/12 than you can do with the 1/24. All right, gentlemen and ladies, Mario out. Take care and thank you again.